On a 5-hour train ride, I boarded with a reserved seat. The carriage was packed, people were already standing in the aisle, and I was relieved I'd booked a specific spot. When I got to my row, a woman was sitting in my seat. I kept my voice calm and said, "Hi, sorry, I think you're in my reserved seat." I showed her my ticket, expecting a quick apology and a simple move. She looked at my reservation, admitted I was right, and then didn't move. Instead, she shrugged it off like it wasn't a big deal. I waited a moment, thinking maybe she was gathering her things, but she stayed seated. Then her partner stepped in. His tone shifted immediately, defensive and dismissive. He told me I should just find another seat. I looked around. There weren't any. The train was full. I said, still politely, "I can't find another seat. This one is reserved to me." I tried to keep it practical and straightforward. I paid for this specific seat, and I needed to sit down for the journey. He kept pushing back, acting like I was being unreasonable for asking them to follow the reservation system. The woman remained seated, and her partner spoke over me, repeating that I should move somewhere else. At that point, I felt cornered. I wasn't trying to start an argument, but I also didn't want to be forced to stand for 5 hours because someone else decided my reservation didn't matter. I explained that I have a heart condition and that standing for long periods can be difficult for me. I wasn't trying to make it dramatic, just giving a clear reason why I couldn't just stand or wander the train hoping a seat opened up. That's when his attitude got worse. Instead of backing off, he became more aggressive, like my explanation offended him. He raised his voice, mocked what I'd said, and acted like I was making excuses. The energy shifted from inconvenient to intimidating. I took a breath and reminded myself, I wasn't the one breaking the rules here. I wasn't asking for special treatment. I was asking for the seat I reserved. So I set a firm boundary. I said, "I'm not moving. This is my seat. If there's a problem, we can ask the ticket inspector to resolve it." There was a pause. The woman finally stood up, irritated, and moved out of the seat. I sat down, trying to focus on settling in and not on the tension, but her partner kept going, muttering, mocking me under his breath, making little comments as if he needed the last word. A while later, the ticket inspector came through. I didn't even have to chase anyone down. The inspector noticed the situation and checked tickets. After hearing what happened and confirming reservations, the inspector told them they needed to relocate. They were made to move to their correct places or to wherever the staff could put them. And that was the moment that really validated what I'd felt all along. I hadn't done anything wrong by insisting on my reserved seat. The system only works if people respect it. If the rule becomes sit wherever you want and intimidate anyone who challenges you, then reservations are meaningless. What surprised me most was what happened next. Another passenger, someone who had seen and heard the whole exchange, filed a complaint about the couple's behavior. They weren't complaining about me. They complained about them, about the refusal to move, the confrontation, the aggression. That stuck with me because it confirmed something important. Standing your ground doesn't make you the problem. You can be calm and firm. You can refuse to be pushed out of something you paid for, and you can still handle it the right way by asking staff to intervene instead of escalating it yourself. So, if you ever find yourself in this situation, here's the script I wish everyone followed. If you're in the wrong seat, you move. If someone has the reservation, you respect it. And if there's a dispute, you let the staff handle it without hostility, without mocking, and without trying to bully someone into giving up what's theirs. That's all I was asking for. A seat I reserved on a full train for a 5-hour ride.